Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. This is part two. First part one has only been out like 3 hours. And somebody asked me how that was drawn. Well, I didn't draw it, but the telltale sign is right here. And if we go to view and wireframe especially, I can just see that pattern that I've showed off many times as other people have. Take a square, get the shape tool and hold down the control button. That'll bring that in. Now I like working from the top, so I'm going to rotate it a negative 45 degrees. I like working in this scenario. I'm going to try to duplicate that, or pretty close. I'm going to go from right there to right there with the 3-point curve line and give it a little bit of a curve. Now I'm going to turn that line into something thicker than a hairline. And that's not as thick as his, but it'll work. But I have to go and convert the outline to an object, or this won't work. Now I don't have it really tall enough, so I'm going to stretch that out a little bit. Now I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, and make sure you rotate from that very far node. And we're going to rotate it about that far, and then Control D. I don't like it I want them evenly spaced. Make sure I've only got one. Control D. Double click on the rotation, put it on that node and rotate it that far, and then we'll Control D. So now it worked, and we're pretty good. Now, because those are objects and not just lines, they will fill in. I would normally group that together, but I'm going to go ahead and use that same blue he did. Put blue there, blue there, blue there, blue there, blue there, blue there, blue there. Now, I want that rectangle or that line at the bottom to rotate equally, because if I didn't, I couldn't really tell where to rotate. I'm going to Control D, make the rotation go from that node and rotate. Okay, I'm already at 350, so now I'm going to plus 90. Okay, I must have made 2 copies. Yep, let me back up here. Let me make sure there's just one copy. And Control G to group that, Control D to duplicate it, move it to here, and rotate it 90 degrees. It worked this time. And now I can get rid of that line. So I'm just going to select it all, and I'm going to right click, no outline. Now to get that black like we did in the original one, I'm going to go Control G to group that together. Now he turned his at a side, so I'm going to rotate this 45 degrees too. And like we showed in the video before, you can't just take a black box because it won't go in there. So I made a duplicate of it, and I'm actually going to just hit it with black, and look at that. Now this black has lines that didn't weld. So I could try welding them and there's nothing there. I can go to object shaping and weld, and it didn't weld it. It's going to take a little time. And see, it's terrible. It's because it's all lines. So let's draw a rectangle. Let's fill it in. We're going to use that same blue. And see, that's the perfect shape. Now I'm going to fill this in with black and move it over to our original, and now go up to object, order, back a page, and now we have that same scenario. Now, let's just delete all this. And when we re-click on that, I've got several fields, so this isn't what I want. I want this. So I'm going to move it over. Now I've got just the black field. Now I can go to my interactive field tool. And that looks pretty cool within itself, but go radial or elliptical. And if you remember from the first video, I made it a little bit smaller. Now side by side, even if I make mine a little bigger, his lines are a little thicker. I think I've got as many lines, but his lines are thicker. I like both of them. Now with my elliptical, it looks like that ball is behind all of them. And once again, I've got the field. Well, never mind. I was going to ungroup it and show you how you'd make that ball bigger, but You just have to, you go back to interactive fill tool and do it. You can't, well, you can without it. See, you could even make it smaller with the ball would just be like that. And that's something I added. I don't even know if he's going to have whatever he's going to have in the middle. Anyway, I hope that answered that other guy's question, and thank you for watching.